The Thorn Birds wasn't just a miniseries. It was a phenomenon that swept the world with its forbidden love and unforgettable stars. But decades later, the magic turned bittersweet. Many of its beloved actors faced heartbreaking illnesses, sudden deaths, and hidden struggles the public never saw. Some slipped quietly away, while others left legacies that still shine today. This is the untold story of the Thorn Birds cast, their triumphs, their tragedies, and their final chapters. Stay with us, because what you're about to see will shock you, move you, and stay in your heart forever. Mary Carson, the wealthy, manipulative matriarch in the Thorn Birds, set the stage for one of television's greatest sagas, brought to unforgettable life by Barbara Stanwyck. Born July 16, 1907, in Brooklyn, New York, Stanwyck was 75 when she took on the role, adding gravitas and dramatic power that made Mary Carson a force to remember. Already hailed as a Hollywood legend with classics like Double Indemnity, Stella Dallas, and Sorry, Wrong Number, she proved her brilliance once again in this miniseries. Sadly, Barbara Stanwyck passed away on January 20, 1990, at the age of 82, from congestive heart failure. Her legacy endures as one of cinema and television's most timeless icons. Ralph de Bracassard, the ambitious priest torn between faith and forbidden love in the Thorn Birds, became one of television's most iconic figures, immortalized by Richard Chamberlain. Born March 31, 1934, in Beverly Hills, California, Chamberlain was 49 when he brought Ralph to life, blending charisma, vulnerability, and moral conflict with magnetic power. Already famous as TV's Dr. Kildare and later crowned the king of the miniseries, he earned global acclaim in epic productions from Shogun to the Thorn Birds. Sorrowfully, Richard Chamberlain passed away on March 29, 2025, at the age of 90, from a stroke. His portrayal of Father Ralph endures as a timeless performance, sealing his legacy as one of television's greatest leading men. Fiona Fee Cleary, the strong yet deeply tragic matriarch in the Thorn Birds, gave the epic miniseries its emotional weight, embodied with quiet power by Gene Simmons. Born January 31, 1929, in London, England, Simmons was 54 when she portrayed Fee, capturing the pain of sacrifice and unspoken love with extraordinary subtlety. A celebrated actress long before, she had already dazzled in Spartacus, Guys and Dolls, and Elmer Gantry, earning global acclaim. Regrettably, Gene Simmons passed away on January 22, 2010, at the age of 80, from lung cancer. Her role as Fee Cleary endures as one of television's most poignant performances, ensuring her legacy remains timeless. Paddy Cleary, the hard-working patriarch of the Cleary family in the Thorn Birds, embodied resilience and quiet dignity, portrayed by the distinguished Richard Kiley. Born March 31, 1922, in Chicago, Illinois, Kiley was 61 when he took on the role, bringing warmth and gravity to a character marked by sacrifice and hardship. Long before this miniseries, Kiley was a celebrated actor, winning acclaim on Broadway with Man of La Mancha and earning Emmy and Golden Globe recognition for his television work. Heartbreakingly, Richard Kiley passed away on March 5, 1999, at the age of 76, by bone marrow disease. His performance as Paddy Cleary remains one of the miniseries' emotional cornerstones. Archbishop Vittorio Contini Vercese, the powerful church figure guiding Father Ralph's destiny in the Thorn Birds, was brought to life with commanding elegance by Christopher Plummer. Born December 13, 1929, in Toronto, Canada, Plummer was 53 when he portrayed the Archbishop, infusing the role with sophistication, intelligence, and moral weight. Already acclaimed for films like The Sound of Music and a distinguished stage career, he continued to shine in cinema with The Insider and Beginners, winning an Oscar. Sadly, Christopher Plummer passed away on February 5, 2021, at the age of 91, after a fall. His performance endures as one of many that cemented him as a timeless icon of screen and stage. And Mueller, the spirited and outspoken friend of the Cleary family in the Thorn Birds, added humor, loyalty, and a touch of realism to the sweeping drama, portrayed by the brilliant Piper Laurie. Born January 22, 1932, in Detroit, Michigan, Laurie was 51 when she brought into life, giving the character both wit and warmth that balanced the series' darker themes. Already an acclaimed actress with roles in Carrie, 1976, and The Hustler, 1961, she continued to shine in film and television for decades. Sorrowfully, Piper Laurie passed away on October 14, 2023, at the age of 91, from natural causes. Her legacy endures as a fearless actress whose artistry captivated generations. Harry Goff, the shrewd and practical station manager in The Thorn Birds, added realism and balance to the sweeping family saga, portrayed by Richard Venture. Born November 12, 1923, in New York City, Venture was 60 when he played Harry, bringing gravitas and authenticity to the role. His career spanned stage, television, and film, with appearances in Scent of a Woman, Missing, and numerous TV dramas where his steady presence was always felt. Regrettably, Richard Venture passed away on December 19, 2017, at the age of 94. His performance in The Thorn Birds endures as a testament to his subtle strength and lasting impact on screen. Mrs. Smith, the practical and steady housekeeper in The Thorn Birds, brought warmth and grounding to the Cleary household, portrayed by Allen and McLary. Born December 1, 1926, in Grandmere, Quebec, Canada, McLary was 56 when she embraced the role, giving the character quiet strength and sincerity that balanced the miniseries' sweeping melodrama. She shone on Broadway, in acclaimed films like They Shoot Horses, Don't They? And All the President's Men, and left her mark on television with The Days and Nights of Molly Dodd. Heartbreakingly, Allen and McLary passed away on May 21, 2018, at 91, due to Alzheimer's disease. Her subtle brilliance continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. Luddy Mueller, the kind and good-hearted husband of and in The Thorn Birds, brought warmth and stability to the sweeping family saga, portrayed by Earl Holliman. Born September 11, 1928, in Delhi, Louisiana, Holliman was 54 when he stepped into the role, giving Luddy a gentle humanity that balanced the drama's darker passions. Long before the miniseries, he had already established himself with acclaimed work in Giant, The Rainmaker, and Policewoman, showcasing his versatility in both film and television. Sadly, Earl Holliman passed away on November 25, 2024, at the age of 95. His legacy endures as an actor admired for authenticity, warmth, and timeless performances. Angus MacQueen, the stern overseer in The Thorn Birds, added tension and authority to the sweeping saga, portrayed with conviction by Bill Murray. Born December 19, 1919, in Framingham, Massachusetts, Murray was 63 when he stepped into the role, giving Angus a gruff edge that heightened the family drama's intensity. Besides The Thorn Birds, he built a long career across stage, television, and film, with roles in Death Wish 2, The John Larroquette Show, and many others where his rugged authenticity stood out. Sorrowfully, Bill Murray passed away on December 10, 2003, at the age of 84. His work in The Thorn Birds remains a reminder of how even supporting roles can leave lasting impact in classic television. Maggie Cleary, the resilient heroine at the center of The Thorn Birds, carried the sweeping saga with a blend of innocence, strength, and heartbreak, brought vividly to life by Rachel Ward. Born September 12, 1957, in Cornwall, Oxfordshire, England, Ward was just 25 when she stepped into Maggie's shoes, delivering a performance that defined her career and captivated millions worldwide. Beyond, she appeared in films like Sharky's Machine and later transitioned into directing and screenwriting, earning respect behind the camera as well. In 2025, Rachel Ward is 68 years old, celebrated not only for embodying Maggie Cleary's passion and endurance. Luke O'Neill, the passionate and rebellious son of Mary Carson in The Thorn Birds, brought intensity and fire to the epic saga, portrayed by the charismatic Brian Brown. Born June 23, 1947, in Sydney, Australia, Brown was 36 when he stepped into Luke's role, capturing both the charm and recklessness that defined the character. By then, he was already a rising star in Australian cinema, later earning global recognition in films like Breaker Morant, Cocktail, and Gorillas in the Mist. Now, Brian Brown is 78 years old, admired for his enduring career and remembered for making Luke O'Neill one of television's most unforgettable figures. Proof that magnetic performances never lose their power. Bob Cleary, the eldest son of the Cleary family in The Thorn Birds, embodied duty, tradition, and the weight of expectation, portrayed with sincerity by Brett Cullen. Born August 26, 1956, in Houston, Texas, Cullen was just 27 when he took on the role, giving Bob a grounded strength that anchored the sprawling family saga. Over the years, Cullen built an impressive career in both television and film, with standout roles in Apollo 13, The Dark Knight Rises, Joker, and numerous TV dramas. As of 2025, Brett Cullen is 69 years old, admired for his versatility and enduring presence on screen, proving that his journey from the Thorn Birds to Hollywood stardom remains as inspiring as ever. Judy, the spirited and outspoken character in the Thorn Birds, added energy and boldness to the sweeping saga, portrayed by Stephanie Farace. Born January 1, 1952, in Brooklyn, New York, Farace was 31 when she took on the role, delivering a performance filled with wit, vibrancy, and a touch of rebellion that stood out amidst the drama's heavier themes. After the miniseries, she went on to enjoy a long and varied career in television and film, with notable credits including The Great Outdoors, Sideways, and TV series like True Blood. Today, Stephanie Farace is 73 years old, admired for her versatility and remembered fondly for giving Judy a lasting spark that enriched one of television's most iconic epics. Pete, the rugged and dependable stockman in the Thorn Birds, added strength and authenticity to the sweeping family saga, portrayed by Barry Corbin. Born October 16, 1940, in La Mesa, Texas, Corbin was 42 when he stepped into the role, bringing grit and sincerity that made Pete a memorable presence. Beyond the Thorn Birds, he became a familiar face in American film and television, with standout performances in Urban Cowboy, War Games, Northern Exposure, and No Country for Old Men. Currently, Barry Corbin is 85 years old, admired for his longevity, warmth, and the distinctive voice that made him a beloved character actor across generations. Alastair McQueen, the arrogant and self-serving overseer in the Thorn Birds, injected tension and greed into the saga, brought vividly to life by John Delancey. Born March 20, 1948, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Delancey was 35 when he portrayed Alastair, infusing the character with a sharp, calculating presence that clashed perfectly with the Cleary's struggles. Still at the start of his career, he later became world-famous as Q in Star Trek: The Next Generation, and continued to impress in Breaking Bad, Stargate SG-1. These days, John Delancey is 77, celebrated as a versatile performer whose wit, charisma, and commanding presence have captivated audiences for decades. Dane O'Neill, the gentle and idealistic son of Meggie in the Thorn Birds, embodied innocence and quiet strength, portrayed with sensitivity by Philip Anglin. Born February 11, 1952, in Rockville Center, New York, Anglin was 31 when he played Dane, delivering a performance filled with purity and spiritual conviction that deeply moved audiences. Prior to this, he earned acclaim on Broadway in The Elephant Man, which brought him a Tony nomination. His work spanned stage, film, and television, often marked by emotional depth and subtlety. This day, Philip Anglin is 73 years old, remembered fondly for giving Dane O'Neill a soulful humanity that helped make the Thorn Birds an unforgettable classic. Frank Cleary, the fiery and rebellious eldest son in the Thorn Birds, brought conflict and passion to the family saga, portrayed with intensity by John Friedrich. Born March 15, 1958, in Los Angeles, California, Friedrich was 25 when he played Frank, channeling the anger and vulnerability of a young man torn between duty and freedom. Before this role, he had already drawn attention in The Boys and Company C and Fast Walking, establishing himself as a promising talent of the late 1970s and early 1980s. After stepping away from Hollywood in the mid-80s, he lived a more private life. At present, John Friedrich is 67 years old, remembered fondly for giving Frank Cleary a raw, unforgettable energy that helped make the Thorn Birds a television classic. Miss Carmichael, the refined and sharp-minded character in the Thorn Birds, brought elegance and tension to the story, portrayed with flair by Holly Palance. Born August 5, 1950, in Los Angeles, California, Palance was 32 when she appeared in the miniseries, delivering a performance marked by poise and sophistication that made her stand out amid the drama's sweeping emotions. Before this role, she gained attention with films like The Omen, 1976, and Under Fire, 1983, showing her ability to shift between horror, romance, and political thrillers. She later moved into journalism and television hosting, proving her versatility beyond acting. Nowadays, Holly Palance is 75 years old, admired not only for her screen presence but also for a dynamic career that reflects resilience, creativity, and enduring appeal. Justine O'Neill, the independent and free-spirited daughter of Meggie in the Thorn Birds, embodied ambition and defiance, brought to life with depth by Mare Winningham. Born May 16, 1959, in Phoenix, Arizona, Winningham was only 24 when she portrayed Justine, capturing the restless energy of a woman determined to forge her own path, even against family tradition. She quickly built a reputation as one of her generation's most versatile talents, later earning acclaim in films like St. Elmo's Fire, Georgia, and her Oscar-nominated role in Room. She also flourished on stage and television, praised for her authenticity and emotional honesty. As of now, Mare Winningham is 66 years old, remembered as both a gifted actress and singer-songwriter whose artistry continues to inspire. The Thorn Birds wasn't just a story on screen, it became a piece of television history, and its stars gave us memories that time can never erase. But as we've seen, behind the romance and beauty lay real lives touched by joy, pain, and heartbreaking loss. Some actors left us far too soon, while others continue to carry the legacy. Their journeys remind us how fragile and powerful life can be. If this touched you, please like, share, and subscribe for more untold Hollywood stories. And tell us in the comments, which memory of the Thorn Birds stays with you the most?